2 years ago, a Boy Scout Jamboree was held in Oita. The week-long event had us spend 3 days at the main venue and 4 days at various program sites we chose around Kyushu. This military otaku scout convinced our group to pick a certain Jisub garrison as our program site. As expected from the Jisub, they showed us zero mercy during the mock enlistment, bellowing from 50 meters away outside our tents after lights out, as we prepared inside by headlamp for the next day's Hyujin sightseeing. I thought I told you to sleep. Then approaching rapidly, boots loud on the ground circling our tents. Hey, I told you bastards to sleep, didn't I? Intimidating us in a low voice. We truly regretted coming here. The next day, as mentioned, we headed to Hyujin. A soldier who had actually taken part in the relief efforts during the eruption came along as our guide, telling stories while we took in the scenery. Some funny ones like a souvenir fiend stealing the sign from the elementary school, used as a relief. But the creepiest was this. Some time after the eruption, there was a photo exhibit at the town hall, contrasting pre- and post-eruption scenery. He happened to visit and was intently examining the photos. A young boy staring transfixed at one picture caught his attention. He asked, "What's up?" The boy replied, "My grandma is here." Speaking to the parents, he learned the boy's grandmother had gone missing. She'd been working in the fields near home but couldn't be found. In the corner of that photo were ruins of their house. The father laughed, saying, "Kids, you know." But something about the shot and the boy stuck with him. Later he got word of unrecovered remains and rushed over by helicopter. En route they realized it was just a burnt cow carcass, so turned back halfway. Idly gazing out the window in relief, the passing scenery looked familiar. It was the landscape in that photo the boy had stared at. Too intrigued to let it go, he asked the pilot to drop him nearby just for a minute. Stopping the helicopter for personal reasons would apparently warrant discipline. But his earnest plea convinced the pilot to briefly set down near the boy's home. "My grandma is here." What did it mean? Searching meticulously so as not to overlook anything, no trace, indicating a grandmother could be found. As he was about to give up, brushing away a half-buried piece of roof tile on a whim, revealed what looked to be a handful of bones. He quickly located the boy's parents, explained the situation, and reconstructing events. They concluded the grandmother must have come to the tool next door before the eruption. Unluckily, the shed collapsed from the shockwave, and she was then incinerated by the pyroclastic flow. But from the photo, there's no way you could see under a tiled roof. So what exactly did that boy see? He ended his account with that puzzling question.